So today I just wanted to look at an op-amp in its open loop configuration. So I built up two circuits. One which is just an op-amp with V in going straight to V out and just the inverting input tied to ground. Typically we think of op-amps as having infinite gain, and obviously that's not the case. It has a finite gain, and in particular it has a gain that is quite inconsistent with the bandwidth. So if you look at a typical graph for an op-amp, you'll see kind of the gain as you increase frequency. You'll see the gain fall off quite quickly. So if you put in a small enough signal and at a reasonable kind of frequency, you'll see that you won't hit the rail voltages anymore, and you'll just get you'll just see the amplification of the op-amp itself. And I wanted to see how bad that was, because I've always kind of heard that the open loop amplification of op-amps is not very good, so I was kind of interested in checking that out. So I picked a input voltage, peak-to-peak voltage and frequency where the op-amp is providing single-digit amplification. I also built up this circuit, which is just a standard non-inverting op-amp with 2x gain, and then decided to kind of just look at it on my scope and compare them out of kind of interest. So if we move over to the scope, so this is the inverting op-amps. This is how you would normally use it. You can see that the output is about twice the input, and these are all on 1 volt per division, if you can't quite see that. So this is the input, and then the other line is the output. So it's providing, as we'd expect, 2x gain, and there's minimal distortion in the signal, though there is, you can just about see that there is phase shift in there. And my understanding is op-amps are supposed to provide something like 90 degrees of phase shift, but I don't fully understand why that is the case yet. So maybe that's another video, and me trying to figure out how that works. But if we look at now the open loop, at this frequency provides a similar amount of amplification. So this again is at 1 volt per division, so this is all the same. But the signal is quite distorted, is the first thing you noticed. There's the phase shift is also differs. But the other thing to notice is the amplification will vary quite significantly with frequency. So if I go down in frequency, you'll see the amplification on the open loop signal is getting bigger and bigger, but with the non-inverting feedback op-amp is just staying completely consistent. So yeah, I was kind of interested by the distortion mostly. So that was kind of interesting to see how distorted the output of the open loop op-amp is. So if anyone has any other thoughts on that, I'd be very interested in hearing them. Yeah, that was it really. So thanks very much, and any comments would be greatly appreciated.